What is up, YouTube? We're back on the blogs. Unfortunately, this time for this video I have new bikes with me. I'm not going to be riding, but I have some news to share with you. Unfortunately, it's not very good news. As some of you know, the Chain Reaction Cycles store in Belfast is closing. By the time I'm posting this would be, probably the shop will be closing in 10 or 7 days. And I've been getting loads of messages of people asking, what's happening with you? Does that mean anything for you? So I'm going to explain a little bit what's happening, what are the plans for 2024, and how the closing of Chain Reaction Cycles Belfast has an impact on me. Before I go any further with explaining anything, this is not a video as a rant or anything like that. I understand that the reason for Chain Reaction Cycles Belfast closing is external factors, and I'm super grateful for the opportunity that I was given in 2023 to partner up with Chain Reaction Cycles Belfast. Yeah, get the opportunity to do more, worry less about what resources I need to raise and ride bikes. Yeah, all the stuff that comes with sponsorship. So it's been a pleasure, and unfortunately it didn't go any further. So that means that whenever the shop closes, as it's going to be closing very soon, any sponsorship, any support that I would get from them is pulled away. On top of that, when I was told that the shop was gonna close, then I was given the choice, because of the type of sponsorship that I had, I would get a bike or more on a season, and then at the end of the year I could either bring it back to the shop and the shop keeps it and they resell it or do whatever they need to do with it, and then I get a new one every year. That's the way it was meant to work. For that exact same reason, whenever the Belfast, the store is closing, then I was given the choice to either bring the bikes back and the shop keeps it and they try to resell it before closing, or I can buy them, obviously at a discounted rate. I decided to buy my Nickproof Mega, which is the bike that you see me using when I'm coaching. If you are at my courses or if you've done any sort of coaching with me, I bought as well the Nickproof Reactor frame to keep my 4Cross bike, which I will be using this year for racing, and then I kept the Nickproof Solum dirt jump bike frame as well, so I have then a full dirt jump bike. So what impact is that going to have on 2024? As per right now, as I just said, I have no more sponsors, no support, and I had to spend some money out of my pocket to get to keep that equipment, so bikes and frames, to keep my bikes up and running. And obviously, as my bikes wear out, I will have to start buying replacements and paying for the maintenance. So what that means is that I will have less money to pay for racing, to pay for traveling to different places, and this is some of the videos that I get to bring to you. And racing is obviously, it's not my way of living. I don't make money out of racing, of course, but it's my biggest hobby. So in terms of what I have planned for 2024, it's very early to know what the rest of the year is going to bring. But what I know for sure is that I'm going to be working in the coaching business as hard as I can to generate that income that allows me to go racing. My initial plans before finding out that I would have no more support were to race the British 4Cross series in England, trying to race a round of Groundworks, at least doing one round of the 4Cross Pro Tour, and then just racing some local events here in Ireland and Northern Ireland, so some downhill and some enduros. So what I think I will be doing right now is, or in 2024, I will try to get over to England and race 4Cross as much as I can. Obviously, I doubt that I will be able to go for every single round of the 4Cross British Series. I will still race a few downhill races and some enduros, and if there are other events like the Dual Slalom at the Gap, I will be there for sure. Crankworks is out of the list for this year. In terms of the 4Cross, the World Tour, that is probably one of the things that I was the most excited about. I was really looking forward to it. I had been preparing all winter, but I really don't know if I will be able to go. If I can't go this year, I will do my best to be there next year. I think the plan for the rest of the year, unless something changes, is that I will have as much fun as I can. I will try to bring you guys as much content as I can. I will do as much racing as I can, and obviously for me racing is not about trying to win. Obviously I am competitive, but my priority is having fun, so I will choose the events that I enjoy the most. So yeah, not the news that I wanted to bring in, but I thought it would be fair to share what's going on and what are the plans for 2024. I would like to say thank you to Dave and John, who were the managers in the Belfast store that I dealt with. Big up to Robert, who has been always looking after me with any parts or whatever I need in the shop. It's been a pleasure, and maybe we get to work together in the future, we don't know. See you next week. I hope that the next video will be quite interesting. It will be about how much money and what resources you need to go to Canada. I had quite a few people asking about when did we book the flights, how much were the flights, how much money did we spend on the trip last year. So I'm basically going to break down how much we spent to the penny, what we spent the money on, and what you want to consider if you really want to go to Canada and ride bikes and have the best time of your life. So stay tuned for next week.